Every year, terrorist attacks kill thousands of people around the world. You probably remember some recent terrorist attacks. Did you ever wonder how the attackers got access to the weapons, components, and devices they used? Or how much the attacks might have cost? Or who funded the attacks? Terrorists need money and resources, and the amount of money they have access to affects the types of attacks they're able to conduct. Because of this, preventing terrorists from raising funds, purchasing components, and getting other financial resources is a key part of counterterrorism today. And states do this in a five-pronged approach. They seek to deny terrorists access to resources by prescribing, listing, or sanctioning terrorist groups and entities. These sanctions exclude terrorist actors from the formal financial sector. Training, assistance to draft new laws, and develop intelligence and investigative tools is meant to deter terrorist financing. This effort is meant to ensure that no country becomes a safe haven for terrorist financing. When terrorists do acquire resources, states sometimes use military strikes to destroy them, targeting things like cash storage sites or sometimes financial leaders. To detect terrorist resources, plans, and plots, states make use of financial intelligence. Some of this intelligence is gained from banks and other financial institutions. And finally, states disrupt terrorist financing through legal processes, both by criminalizing terrorist financing and by creating laws allowing individuals affected by terrorist activity to sue perpetrators, groups, or enablers. This is a theory, but we don't know what specifically here works. My SSHRC-funded research started with a large data analysis that found that when states criminalize terrorist financing, the number of attacks they suffer and the severity of those attacks both go down. But these findings don't answer the more important question: what of the five prongs of counter-terrorist financing works? So now I'm turning to qualitative case studies focusing on Turkey, Canada, and Sri Lanka, and two terrorist groups, the PKK and the LTTE. Prior to outlawing these groups, Canada was a source country for their financing. I'm looking to determine how things like arrests and prosecutions, investigative resources, the use of financial intelligence, and sanctions work to change terrorist behavior in terms of target types, costs of attacks, and their complexity. Better understanding the ways that counterterrorism financing works, or doesn't, will help us design better, more effective, and more equitable approaches and help us reduce the negative effects of counterterrorism on human rights.